Hey, Danny.
Hey, Patty.
Do you remember what the name of this plant is? What does it look like?
Well, I heard you say a bicycle seat.
Tractor seat.
A tractor seat.
It's a tractor seat plant, also known as farfugia, leopard plant, ligularia, tractor seat plant. But you know, I planted this one in the spring, back in the spring when I made this, well, I guess it was in June, sometime in June when I made this little shade bed right here. And it has grown so much, hasn't it?
Yeah.
And look, I didn't know that a tractor seat plant would do this, but it blooms in the fall. Isn't that pretty?
It is.
And
Looks like a, kind of like a black-eyed Susan or something.
it does. I think it's in the same family. I can't tell you what it is, but I think it's in the same, like Asteraceae or something like that. But anyway, I was out here earlier and pollinators were all over these blooms. There's some little insects on it now. So I think that's very, very pretty. So that's a good planting we did there. And here's a little update on the rest of the bed. This carrots, Everillo, it's looking good. This Mahonia, soft caress Mahonia, is doing good. You know, a couple of weeks ago, I moved this right here is a cascading hydrangea, that Fairy Trail Bride cascading hydrangea, and it was almost dead in that other spot. It was getting too much sun. And so I moved it right here, and it's got new growth on it. It's looking better. Pull this weed up while I'm here. And look at these hydrangeas that I moved. See, look at all this new growth. See?
They look a lot better already.
Maybe they'll survive. I sure hope so. Anyway, just a little update on the tractor seat plant. Just to give you a little idea of the right plant in the right place. Now the tractor seat plant that I just showed you, I planted that in June, and it's grown so much and it's gotten so big, and it's actually having flowers. It's flowering right now. But let me show you this original tractor seat plant that I planted, I don't know, a couple of years ago in this shade bed. See, I didn't even know that it would flower because this one has not done as well. Let me turn this camera around and show you. Okay, this is this little shade bed. You see the tractor seat plant? I don't. But there it is, right there. See, it's just not very big at all. And it's been in this ground for at least 2 years. So I think I need to move it. What do y'all think? It's not thriving right here. Yep. Tractor seat plants are, well, they're perennial, but they're evergreen in some places, in places that don't get below 20 degrees Fahrenheit. They'll usually be evergreen, but if it gets below 20 degrees, they'll usually die back to the ground. But then when it warms up in the spring, they'll come back. So I'm not exactly sure what that one's going to do for me this year, but I'll keep you informed. While I'm out and about in my yard this afternoon, I thought I'd show y'all this plant that has done so well ever since I put it in the ground. I think I got this plant back in July. I showed it to y'all in a video. Remember, it was, I'll try to remember to link, put a card to that video right here. But it was some plants that I bought at a native plant sale. And it's one of the salvias. I think it's called Hot Lips. Oh my gosh, it is so pretty. This is it. This is the native salvia. I believe it's called Hot Lips. But this is so pretty, and it's just grown so much. Look at the blooms on that. Isn't that pretty? Some bicolor, oh, excuse me, bicolor blooms. And then there's some solid red blooms. Here's another that's bicolor. But the deer have not bothered it, and it smells good. I think it smells good. I think salvia smells good. But the deer don't think it smells good, so it's good with me. Yeah, but it is just shown out. Here we are at the compost pile, the compost bins. Thought I'd give you an update on it. Danny, this is the original one that is pretty close to being finished. This compost is. And Danny's just putting some compost juice in there to, I guess, maybe continue to aid in the breakdown of the leaves and stuff that are left. Looking good though. What are those, rocks?
Yeah. I don't know how they got in there.
I don't know either. Hold on, let me get this. Ooh, I need to sneeze. Okay, that batch looks good to me. Considering I really don't know what need to be looking for, but it doesn't smell bad. It's good and dark. Smells pretty good. All right, this is the second batch. We've got some stuff growing in here. What is this? I don't know either, but this is the one that we're actively composting. He added everything to it, and it was plumb full to the top, wasn't it?
Yeah, all the way to the top.
So it's broken down that much and settled down. Now he's gonna add some more kitchen waste. Whew. We drink a lot of coffee around here. A lot of coffee grounds. And potato peels. And eggshells. Oh, you're not going to mix that?
I'm just going to leave that on top.
Okay. So that's it with the compost. Hey, yeah, that was just a little bit of an update, kind of showing you what's going on here in my yard and flower beds. Not much at all, really. One thing that's happening is that the leaves are falling. I have a yard full of leaves, but I still have trees full of leaves, so they're going to be falling for weeks and weeks. But I'm going to put the leaves to good use. We'll probably, run over them with the lawnmower and then put them on my flower beds, maybe. Maybe keep the winter weeds from growing in there so bad. Put them in my compost bin. Just use them. Leaves are good. Probably just leave some on the ground. The time changed. I don't know, back about a week ago or so, and I just cannot get used to it. It has just done a number on me. Usually I'm ready for the time to change and, for it to start being dark earlier. For some reason, I've always, welcomed nighttime, but not this year. It's taking its toll on me. When I get home, it's dark even before I leave work, and by the time I get home, all I do is put my pajamas on and get in the bed. And I'll look at the clock and I think, oh, surely it's 10:30, and it might be 7:45. When I get home from work, there's no time to even, there's no sunlight to even see my yard, much less get out here and do anything in it. So it's kind of depressing. Oh, I know one thing that we can be doing, y'all. Start saving your milk jugs or your water jugs, because we're going to need those when we get ready to winter sow here in a month or two, couple of months. That's always fun. That kind of keeps me going during the winter time. Looking forward to putting some seeds in some soil. Yeah, so start collecting your jugs, milk jugs, water jugs. There are some bright spots, like the ligularia or tractor seat plant, and the salvia, the native salvia. Wasn't that just so pretty? That was beautiful. That's one thing that I'm going to winter sow, is maybe not the native salvia, because I don't know if I can collect seeds from that or not. I'll have to look into that. But just regular salvia, that is easy to winter sow, and it is the easiest thing in the world to grow. Mine still looks good up there. And the deer don't eat it. That's one thing that the deer don't eat. So it's my best friend. Anyway, I appreciate y'all watching. See y'all in the next one. Bye.